Welcome to the Sexual Wellness Podcast, real-life conversations with industry experts on modern sexuality and how to live a happy, healthy, turned-on life. I'm your host, Laura Allen, founder of New Zealand's leading sexual wellness store and holistic sex, love, and life coach, passionately guiding women to expand their pleasure in and outside the bedroom. Welcome back to the Sexual Wellness Podcast. Thank you so much for being here. I am gearing up for the final pillow talk of the year, and it's all about becoming magnetic and attracting the love that you truly desire. So that's happening tonight, and it's sold out. It's sold out. I knew it would. I'm completely stoked, and it's actually inspired me to bring you this episode today, because one of the things that I talk about a lot in my magnetism presentations is this one key, this one thing that is so often overlooked, yet it is essential, and it is the key to unleashing our delicious, irresistible feminine superpowers and becoming a total magnet for what it is that we are actually truly desiring. And that is opening and activating our hearts. Okay, that might sound really simple, but it is a long, long, long road. One of the longest roads we'll ever take in our lives to go from our heads back into our hearts. So Kim Anami calls it big tit energy, really similar to big dick energy. You know, like you see this man who is so confident in himself. He's got purpose. He's got this strength. He's stoic. He just exudes this just delicious masculinity that you just kind of want to flock around. It's very similar with big tit energy, okay? It's like this woman who, as soon as she walks into a room, everyone just wants to flock to her. She has her chest out. She's confident with who she is. She's madly in love with everything that she's got. She's authentic in her expression. She is unwavering. She is unapologetic. She is truly who she is. She does not take any shit from anybody, and she is living her, what I like to call, her heart-ruled, pleasure-fueled life. Now, that woman is in all of us. She is not exclusive. She is not special. She is in all of us. And the difference is that she is connected to her heart space. And now, what I like to do and talk about is the fact that we as women have learnt all throughout life in so many different ways to shut down our hearts and hide our breasts. You know, it's like in the past we've been hurt in our relationships, so we shut down our heart. And that also makes us shut down our genitals, because our hearts, ladies, our breasts are the gateway to our yonis. Our breasts are the opening, the center. This is how we penetrate. And I've said this before. We penetrate the world, and we penetrate our lovers, and we penetrate through our erect breasts. But due to life, heartache, heartbreak, perhaps we had these really large and voluptuous breasts, and when we were younger, they gave us all sorts of attention that made us feel uncomfortable. So we shut down and we became small, and we hunched over, and we were hiding our breasts, hiding our hearts. Perhaps we've been shut down because of shame that we've experienced throughout life, throughout our sexuality, throughout being beautiful and turned on and confident. Perhaps we've shut down and hidden our breasts because we've learnt for some reason that it's not safe and not okay to stand up tall with our chest out and to be proud women. We should be small and demure and quiet and not rock the boat and not, draw too much attention to ourselves. We learn all of these messages, even subconsciously, just through everyday society. And so we learn to shut down this part of our bodies, but it is so, so important if we want to really tap into our pleasure, into our juice on a day-to-day level and become irresistibly magnetic, whether we're in a relationship or not. It does not matter, because being magnetic is not about being flirtatious or leaky with your sexual, with your psyche, or leaky with your sexual energy. It's about loving yourself full and overflowing in a loving and kind and caring and giving way. It's a very Aphrodite archetype when you are truly tapped into your heart. You are overflowing with unconditional love, and your heart is so open and so full and so radiant that you have people on the opposite side of the street coming to you because they are so drawn and attracted to this radiance, to this harmony, to this love in you. That's what it is. And that doesn't mean to say that they're being creepy or anything like that. It's just magnetic. You also can attract so many opportunities when you're feeling like this. When you're feeling really turned on, you're feeling really in love, and then all of a sudden, all of these doors open in life. You walk out the door in the morning feeling like $1,000,000 because you are well fucked and madly, deeply, crazy in love. Your heart is exploding. Well, that energy can be cultivated all the time within you. And you can approach life in this way, attracting and magnetizing abundance to you, not only in, love and romance, but in money and in opportunities and in friendships and in joy and just bliss galore. Our hearts are the key to our arousal. If we do not feel open, if we do not feel safe to open our hearts, then we cannot authentically open our pussies. We cannot have those deeply orgasmic, wild, vaginal orgasms and all of that kind of stuff. We cannot have those experiences if we are shut down in our heart, because it won't be real, it won't be authentic. What happens is women disassociate completely from their breasts. They cover their breasts, they shrink, they hunch their shoulders. They even have breast surgery because they're completely and utterly disassociated from this part of their body. There's so much shame and there's so much guilt stored in this area that they can no longer associate even to the pleasure that they are experiencing in life. And then they live in this superficial, surface level existence of sex and love and pleasure. They can't go to those depths because they cannot connect to their heart authentically anymore. So the thing is that when it comes to our breasts and body love and body limit and body image, we can get to a point where our breasts can feel saggy and depleted. Perhaps you've had children and they are really not in a state of, perky, sexy, eroticness that they were perhaps before you had kids. Perhaps you just have larger breasts that are, feeling really saggy and heavy and not feeling sexy to you. Perhaps you've got really small breasts and you don't feel like they're big enough or sexy enough or perky enough or hard enough or whatever it may be. But the thing is that what is most magnetic and most attractive is a woman who loves what she's got. Not a woman who tries to buy something better, tries to get breast implants or makeup and nails and all of that kind of stuff to appear like she is more attractive than she actually feels within herself. A magnetic woman, a beautiful magnetic woman, is a woman who is in love with who she is and all that she has right now. I can guarantee that if you start to connect back in with your heart, and if you start doing a daily breast massage practice, that your breasts and your heart will feel so different. You will be able to restore the tissue in them. They will feel alive. They will feel juicier. They will feel perkier. They will just feel more full of life. And that will be reflected in all areas of your life. That will be reflected in the essence of your self-love and how you feel about yourself. And so this is what I wanted to talk to you about today, is starting a daily practice of breast massage and heart expansion meditation. Because this is the key to getting you back into your heart space. So breast massage is such a beautiful practice that you can do in the morning. I love to do breast massage in the morning because it's such a great way to start the day, but you can also do breast massage at any point at all during your day. I like to start with a meditation where I really focus on breathing into my heart. I'll use assisting essential oils, not florals, because I find that florals can actually be quite overwhelming. I really like to go with a more herbaceous essence or scent, something similar to eucalyptus or peppermint, something along those lines, to really open up my lungs and get my whole chest expanding and exploding open. So in the meditation and in the visualization, I want to invite you to just breathe in to your heart. And every breath in is an opportunity for you to soften and relax and open your heart. Imagine that throughout your life, through all of the pain that we've experienced, all of the shame that we are riddled with, is actually a layer of cement on your heart. And then when you're breathing your heart open, you are slowly and gently cracking away at those layers. And eventually they just start to fall off until your heart is just radiating and beaming with joy and expansiveness and love. And you just want to go out into the world and share this love, this joy, this bliss. Your whole aura is radiating with an open heart energy. That doesn't mean that you're overly emotional. That doesn't mean that you wear your heart on your sleeve. You are still in integrity with yourself, and you still know how to hold a boundary. You know how to energetically protect yourself, but your heart is open. It's such a beautiful way to do life. So after this meditation of really just expanding and exploding and opening your heart, that's when you can go into breast massage. So I recommend that you get a delicious coconut oil or any kind of oil that you're using. Of course, a body safe oil is one that I would recommend. You can also mix in with it some of your favorite essential oils, perhaps the same one that you were using before during your meditation, to help you really expand your airways even more. And make it a really delicious sensual experience. Don't feel like you need to sit still or be in a certain area. Really move with the rhythm of your breath. Move with the rhythm of your breasts. try doing all sorts of different techniques using the palms of your hands or the tips of your fingers and pressing into the tissue around your nipples. I'd recommend that you perhaps even focus on the surrounding areas around your breasts first, activating all the lymph nodes, going up into your armpit and circulating around there, and really just opening up your entire chest area, going up to your collarbone, your neck, down into the center of your breastplate. You can even tap on certain areas within your rib cage. Notice where there's any areas of tension, just like you would when you are giving yourself or somebody else a shoulder massage and you find a little knot and then you dig into it and you breathe through it to release that tension. Do the same throughout your chest and in your heart space. Us as women store so much in this area. We can be blocked so much. The amount of times that I have heard clients going to see a yoni massage specialist, and they go through the entire session without even touching their genitals. They spend the whole session at their heart because they are so blocked, and there's so much stored in there, so much emotion, so much to release. So stay in that space. Don't force or push or rush yourself. You know, we live in a world where we need to be constantly moving on to the next thing. Just go at the pace that you want to be going at right now. There is nowhere you need to be. There is no goal with this whatsoever. Just go with what your body wants. Breathe into the tension where there is tension. Really open and expand this entire area. That's what it's all about. Keep breathing into your heart. Keep opening. Don't forget, every single inhale is an opportunity to open and to soften again. Every time that you're walking down the street with your partner and he triggers you for something, remind yourself to open and to soften. It's such a beautiful practice to be able to stay in your heart even when you feel contraction. Will be a huge asset and a huge tool to keep you in your heart so that you can communicate and so that you can come to any situation that you're experiencing from a grounded and centered knowing within yourself, not from a heady, reactive, past traumatic state. Stay in your heart. This is the feminine. This is the juice. This is the goddess. This is that graceful, present, harmonious, free, loving, giving God essence that so many women are longing for but just don't know how to tap into it. And it all starts in the heart. It all starts with your breasts. So please, I want to really invite you to adopt a daily breast massage practice and just notice how your body starts to change physically. Notice how your mind starts to change. Notice how your energy starts to change. Notice how when you go outside, all of a sudden you've got your pleasure tinted glasses on and everything seems sparklier because you're open to it. You're not stuck in the mind. You're not in this doing and going and rushing state. You're doing life and you're participating, but you're in your body. You're in the ground, you're in yourself, and you're present, and you're experiencing every last drop of juice that is available to you in every single moment. This is what self-pride feels like. No longer do you feel like you need to dim yourself or hide yourself or shut down because you're feeling hurt or triggered. You don't hunch your shoulders anymore. You've released yourself of all of the shame, and you know that you are safe, and you know that you are worthy, and you know that you are beautiful in all of who you are. And when you go outside, you can stand tall with pride, knowing that you are full of integrity and that every day you are showing up for yourself, you're showing up for your pleasure, and you're not afraid to hide it. That doesn't mean that you are, boisterous or arrogant about it, but it's almost energetic. You don't even need to say anything about it. But energetically, people will subconsciously know that about you. You don't need to even do anything to exude this energy other than be it. And that is exactly what you will be seen as. You can't fake this stuff. There's self-care like doing bubble baths and face masks and doing your nails and everything, but true self-love and true heart-ruled, pleasure-fueled living is truly being in your heart and truly opening to the bliss that is available to you every day. It's courageous. It's courageous because it can be scary. Living from a heart-ruled, pleasure-fueled center means that you need to be constantly making decisions that reflect your values and reflect your highest good. And that can mean having to really let go of a lot of old comforts and past stories and things that we thought we should be doing. But actually, the more you tune into your heart, the more you realize that that's not what you need any longer. And you need to be brave and try something new and step into a new comfort zone, which can feel really, really scary. And that's why living a turned on life is just not for everybody. Because to live this way, you need to be willing to make those hard decisions and follow through with them. What are you willing to do to live a life on your own terms and live the life that you truly, truly desire underneath all of the I shoulds and underneath all of the conditioning and, the shame and like the unwanted attention that we get? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to let go of? What are you willing to step into to get there? That is the real question. Because there is no such thing as the word can't. Can't just does not exist in my vocabulary. You can. You either will or you won't. And it is up to you. So there you go. Breast massage, heart-opening meditation. Focus on your breath all the time. And just, again, I'm going to say it again. I've said it twice already and for a third time. Every inhale is an opportunity for you to soften and open so that you can come back into the present moment, back into where you are now and experience the fullness of what is happening in your life right now. That is the feminine, and that is magnetic. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you got something out of that, and I am dying to hear how you go with this newfound love and attention and practice that you will be having from now on with your heart space and with your breasts. It is so, so important. The breasts are not, and the nipples are not a, one-stop shop on the way down to the promised lands of the vagina. There is so much juice and orgasmic energy in our breasts. So make sure that they are getting the full attention that they deserve with yourself and with your partner. Breast massage as a foreplay practice is incredible. I'm not talking 5 minutes. I'm not talking 10 minutes. I'm talking half an hour, an hour. It is so transformative and so powerful to get your heart to a place where it is exploding and your yoni is so open and dripping wet and practically begging for penetration. That is, wow. I mean, it's only some of the power of really, really engaging in a beautiful breast massage on the daily. And not only that, but when you do, your breasts will become so much more orgasmic. When you start to learn how to channel your pleasure energy through breath work and actually breathe it up into your breasts, and with your breast massage practice, you will be expanding your pleasure and starting to experience orgasm in your breasts and up into your throat and even out your arms and your fingertips. It just goes on. And it all starts with breast massage and awareness to your heart space. So there you have it. Pillow Talk's happening tonight. It's my last event for the year. I do have a couple of 1-1 spots available for December. If you're interested in getting some 1-1 coaching, then please do not hesitate in letting me know. As well as that, Queendom will be opening for round 2 at the end of January next year. So I will let you know when applications are open for that. So keep an eye out. And once again, thank you so much for listening. And I hope you enjoyed the show, and I will catch you next time. If you enjoyed this episode, hit like and subscribe, or share it with someone who you feel could benefit from hearing it too. My mission is to bring healthy sexuality to the mainstream, so be sure to leave your 5-star review on your favorite podcasting app, because that way this content can land in the ears of those who need it the most. If you're looking for more resources on how to live a turned-on life, check out my website at www.laura-allen.com, where you'll find events, coursework, free downloadable workbooks, as well as my coaching packages. And lastly, I want to thank you for taking the time to prioritize yourself in this exquisite way, because when we do, that's when we can really start to show up for the rest of the world. And until next time, thank you so much for listening, and I'll be back with another episode soon.